Humans. Are we truly Earth's first smart civ? Earth has existed for 4.5 billion years. Earliest human ancestors emerged 7 meters, and modern human history spans only 300k years. Then, during billions of empty years pre-human, which civ ruled Earth? In 2018, 2 scientists teamed up, posed a shocking idea, prompting global re-examination. Given our view of Earth's past, they boldly posed a question, pre-human, to ask if advanced ancient civs, if on Earth not just one advanced civilization ever existed, rather multiple, or if ancient advanced civs ever existed. But all traces have been erased by time. For centuries, we always thought humans are unique. It's the pinnacle of evolution. That view seems reasonable, but the stasis hypothesis differs. View 2018, scientists Adam, Frank, and Gavin Schmidt. The stasis hypothesis was first proposed, published in a paper titled "The Stasis Hypothesis Can Be Seen in Geological Records. No Detectable Industrial Civ." In the paper, this paper noted that before humans emerged, Earth once hosted advanced species, and during geologic shifts, likely erased, all traces erased, of original ancient civs. It was merely a bold conjecture, but soon that idea, it sparked thoughts on these civs, reflections on ruin. Imagine, if our civ vanished today, all traces of our existence, how long till it's gone? Scientists estimate it might need only millennia. Our grand skyscrapers will erode and collapse. Plastics will eventually break down, even us, and radioactive waste will fade. If humanity's dazzling traces could vanish in a few thousand years, what about civs before us? Humans, could it be merely the smallest part of endless history? A new chapter. Before probing this issue, let's review. And the origin of the name stasis. Stasis occurred roughly between 443.1 to 419 million years ago, third period of the Paleozoic, the shortest phase. Scientists say, during that time, life existed mainly in oceans. No evidence shows intelligent life existed. Also, astrophysicist Adam Frank and climate scientist Gavin Schmidt was inspired by Doctor Who's Spark. In that show, the mythical stasis people, depicting an advanced pre-human reptiles, resembles famed lizard race. So, alter the famed ancient conjecture, with the stasis merged with life theories. Stasis hypothesis emerged. Though Frank and Schmidt's work, it didn't stop there. They used thought experiments on ancient civs, clearly, to check if traces remain. But they concluded none. One might ask, why? That's due to mighty geology via plate, tectonics, erosion, and fossilization. They can obliterate any ancient traces, all physical evidence of advanced civs. Frank and Schmidt believe, instead of chasing vague clues, or any other bizarre physical proof, we should probe Earth's crust in seeking chemical clues. Earth is a restless giant. Its dynamics keep shifting. Change that astonishes archaeologists and geologists. Today's seas may become mountains, and today's mountains may become human habitat in future. Earth continually reshapes its face, reshaping Earth's record via diverse geological forces to do so. As with tectonic shifts, Earth's crust consists of many plates. Plates drift slowly, colliding, then sinks into subduction zone. In other words, deep underfoot, Earth is slowly transforming. This process is very slow, barely noticeable, accumulated over millions of years. Its effects eventually show. Earth's crust is slowly recycled. Any potential ancient edifices, urban evidence too, are all obliterated. That is, the same process. It will, in millions of years, erases evidence of humanity. Earth's oldest ocean crust, only approximately 200 million years of history. On land, erosion's force is it gradually wears down mountains, valleys filled, right before us. Water and wind work year after year, shaping Earth's surface. When plates move, and when erosion is subtle, fossilization takes over. Under nature's constant pressure, even concrete and metal will decay. Inaccessible rock, they keep just a sliver of history. Thanks to ongoing geological cycles, all traces of civilization, it's normal for traces to vanish. If millions of years ago, advanced civs truly existed, then their machines, roads, and skyscrapers probably ground to dust, spread across Earth. But if ancient, all industrial evidence erased. So, Frank and Schmidt's idea, what do experiments depend on, since it's thought that geology has entirely erased their physical traces? So, scientists started seeking those, evidence that endures, non-material clues. When ideal evidence is unattainable, existing evidence is key. This is what Frank and Schmidt wrote. A paper's line of thought. If relics or structures of ancient civs, direct evidence, have been erased by natural processes, could chemical clues break through? Crust-embedded chemical markers, could they serve as evidence? Subtle traces of past industry, such as anomalous isotopic ratios. If an industrial civilization predated humanity that ruled Earth, they likely burned fossil fuels, burning, etc. If so, their natural carbon isotope levels, they would be altered. C12 would far exceed C13 in Earth's sediment layers. Such anomalies likely found. Also, if ancient civs practiced agriculture using nitrogen compounds, nitrogen-15 would spike. Such crust anomalies may indicate, before humans appeared, implied synthetic fertilizer use. But that's not what they meant. The sole hypothesis by curious scientists, Frank and Schmidt, then posed a bold question. What if ancient civs waged nuclear war? This idea might be far-fetched, but imagine, if ancient advanced civs existed, if nukes were built, then beneath Earth's surface, they might leave radioactive clues. If ancient intelligent life, of having used nuclear energy, or weapons manufacture, then radioactive isotope traces would, for instance, Pu-244 and I-129 have long half-lives, and it's rare naturally. If scientists detect them in layers, detect their existence, then we might find evidence of past nuclear use, ancient nuclear wars. The idea, though thrilling. Imagine lizard people in reptile armor, preparing nuclear strikes on rival lizard states. It's just like a sci-fi scene. Though it sounds sci-fi, but that might be true. About 2 billion years ago, in West Africa's Oklo region, developed natural nuclear reactors, though it's the first known instance, and the only such reactor. But many astrophysicists and scientists to use it to refute the stasis theory, because they believe Oklo reactor arose naturally. Can't reveal ancient in industrial societies radioactive evidence. Thus, all potential proof evidence for ancient civs is refuted. Stasis theorists, they played their final card. That's ancient news. A historic hot event. PETM for short. This event occurred approximately 55 years ago in Earth's history of one extreme warming event. And for good reason. When Earth, over millennia, global temps rose 5-8 degrees Celsius, Arctic temperatures even reaching 20 degrees Celsius. This global warming lasted over 200k years. Massive carbon was released, triggering deep shifts. This raises a key question. Since the first humans, it emerged approximately 7 years ago. Then, 55 years ago, who or what? So much carbon was released, triggered the PET. Might be as stasis theory described. And what of that ancient advanced civ? That's Frank and Schmidt's last trump card. Imagine our modern world, where industry spiked carbon output. Governments worldwide warn of global warming. If human carbon emissions matching Earth 55 years ago, does it prove the PETM's carbon output stemmed from another similar phenomenon from our industrial age? If stasis life existed, was as vibrant as ours, then the PETM event makes some sense. However, after Frank and Schmidt's paper faces challenges from other scientists, the theory behind the PETM event, who doubt ancient civs, the primary reason is they argue natural processes. Is believed by some, carbon release could stem from volcanic activity, like methane hydrate decay, even carbon buildup release, and slower PEM carbon release more than humans. due to volcanic activity. If ancient records existed to be as advanced as claimed, should yield similar totals or higher, yet PETM's release are more like a natural was gradual. With such rebuttals, final trump card of stasis theorists, thus failing. But if PETM can't prove pre-human civs, that advanced civs exist, are there other clues? That said, look at the dinosaurs. For years, science long saw dinosaurs as just fierce, clumsy beings were deemed But what if dinosaurs were smarter, more industrialized? Early focus was on stegosaurs. Those stegosaurs were huge, but his brain is small, so they were labeled unintelligent. Recent research has changed that view. In 2021, paleontologist Deg Bohr studies on Maiasaura surprisingly revealed these dinos. They exhibited remarkable smarts and sociality. For instance, they returned to the same nesting site yearly, proved they had memory. It suggests they assessing environmental cues for offspring, but that's not all. Bohr's research further showed troodontids cooperate, jointly improved lives. Males guarded nesting females, while they were advanced in their time. In social organization, similar to modern animal behavior. But if you think that among dinosaurs, Maiasaura species, they most closely resemble stasis, the ancient civ implied by but you're mistaken. Intelligent one, Shan Chilyong, are considered most likely to be advanced, outshone most. First, this small, bird-like dino's brain ratios. Think again. Contemporary dinosaurs, paleontologists infer their eye, vision, and grasping hands imply cooperation for complex tasks such as hunting. But more interesting, researchers speculate if the 66 million years asteroid hit didn't cause dino extinction, then Shan Chilyong might evolve into more advanced forms. A smart species, maybe even smarter than humans. According to paleontologist Dale Russell, introducing the concept of dino-humans. This is a theoretical evolution of comparable to human abilities, capable of building machines and a sieve. Sounds bizarre, right? Though it's speculative. Yet Russell's theory, it sparks another possibility. If others exist, undiscovered dino species, surpassing Shan group shows higher IQ and order. If troodontids like displaying advanced smart, so might they be able to, and building their own sieve? Yet these theories lack tools, direct evidence, like buildings artifacts, so it's hard to verify. Yet the stasis hypothesis, prompting deeper thought. If advanced dino sieves existed, then their ruins may show only faint isotopic signatures, hidden in geologic records, awaiting our discovery. 20 plus years ago, a Japanese biologist, Nakahara, conducted an experiment stunned science. He put Nyan-jun and a candy in a maze. Initially, Nyan-jun and Tang stand at opposite maze ends. Hours later, Nyan-jun displayed subtle thought in the maze. With ongoing trials and tweaks, finally discovered temps. This test revealed brainless Nyan-jun. It displayed intelligence comparable to that of certain animals. This raises a question. What about Nyan-jun? Is it the foundation of ancient intelligence? If so, their sieve may have thrived. Yet they left no trace. Many such cases exist. If we keep exploring, they might be discovered. Even pyramids and their masterful design, though commonly thought pyramids built by ancient Egyptians, some paleontologists' views differ on this. Point to Egypt's Giza pyramids and the Cholula pyramid in Mexico. A quick look at them. You'll see their build time spanned decades. Millennia later, however, these far apart structures, yet they share similar styles. This provokes thoughts about pre-human times. Were they built by an advanced sieve? Ujuji's remark makes us ponder again. Before us, did an ancient industrial sieve truly exist? In what form they persist? It relates to the Petma vent, or akin to are linked to dinosaurs, or the overlooked Nyan-jun, or even the real pyramid builders. More importantly, these sieves, have they been entirely erased by geology? The stasis hypothesis isn't unfounded. May someday, or maybe, once human sieve advanced, unlock these puzzles.